The situation right now is presented by the fool, and this honestly tells me that many of you are standing at the edge of something new, emotionally, mentally, or even in a life situation. If you see, the fool is not foolish, the fool is brave because he's taking a leap of faith and starting something new. This is someone who feels pulled towards a new beginning but doesn't yet know where the road is leading. So, you might feel excited one moment or confused the next. One part of you wants to jump, and another is scared of repeating the past mistake. I see some of you may have recently met someone new. Some may be considering restarting communication with someone. Others may be thinking about changing a direction of life. And that changing of direction could be emotionally or physically. But there's innocence here, a desire to trust again, and that innocence scares you because you have been hurt before. You're standing at the cliff edge, I would say, wondering like, should I this is you. You're standing at the cliff edge wondering like, should I trust this, should I go forward, or am I walking into another heartbreak? This fool energy is this, I mean, this means like this, your soul wants movement but the mind is still curious. Now the action that needs to be taken is Two of Cups. This is beautiful and also very direct. So the action that needs to be taken here is direct emotional, I would say, connection, which is very honest. No games, no ego battles, no silent treatment, no guessing at all. So Two of Cups is about meeting someone heart to heart. See, both of them are giving each other their cups. So it's an heart to heart honest conversation, or meeting someone without being dishonest. So so if there is someone in your life right now or someone returning, the card says the next step is honest, like the next step is, I would say, emotional honesty. All right, speak your truth calmly, express your feelings maturely, allow the connection to grow instead of fear. And I would say the deeper message in here is that some of you are waiting for the other person to make the move. But the card here is suggesting that mutual effort is required. So, and you know what, sometimes what happens, you're waiting for the other person to make the move and the other person is waiting for you to make the move. So sometimes both people wait and nothing happens. Now Two of Cups here at the place of the next action that needs to be taken is saying that why don't both of you like meet in the middle. It means like reconciling with yourself, forgiving yourself, and this reconciling with yourself and forgiving yourself is for some of you for whom this action is internal. It is not about the external of the person, it is about from you to you. So you need to reconcile with yourself, forgive yourself, accept your emotional needs instead of judging them, because you cannot build connection externally if internally you're still at war with yourself. Now at the place of blockage, this is the card that fell, and that is Three of Pentacles. Now I would say this is very interesting because the card is usually about teamwork and cooperation, and teamwork and cooperation being a blockage in here, it shows that there is obviously lack of cooperation. Someone has not fully invested, or communication or efforts are not balanced. One person is putting in more efforts than the other. Maybe you feel like you're trying harder, or maybe the other person keeps things casual while you want clarity, or maybe I'd say pride is blocking collaboration. Another thing I'm sensing is outside influence as well. So friends, co-workers, family opinions, or social expectations interfering with the personal choices. Some of you might be dealing with a situation where like there are too many options involved, and I would say because of these too many options, your own voice is getting lost. So the very first thing that you need to do is that stop outsourcing your emotional decisions. Make it for yourself, because at the end of the day, only you know what feels right for you, or what is right for you. This horn right behind me is kind of a confirmation of that. And also relationships. Since you know that the relationships require efforts from both the sides. So if only one person is building the bridge right now, it will collapse. Now I asked about the near future, and these two cards fell simultaneously, like together. So King of Swords and Eight of Swords together in the place of the near future. I would say that this is where things get intense. We have King of Swords with Eight of Swords, and this is a very powerful combination. Now the King of Swords is clarity, truth, logic, decisions, but Eight of Swords is mental prison. If you see, this person has there is this band tied around this person's eyes, and he cannot see, and he feels stuck, and this is all mentally he is stuck. Because if you can see, there is a path here, he can go, but mentally he thinks that he's stuck. That's why he's still stuck. So he's overthinking. This is I would say that this card represents fear, feeling stuck, overthinking. So in the near future, truth becomes unavoidable. A conversation happens, a realization happens, a decision is made, but that clarity, before that clarity comes, there is this mental struggle in the near future. Yeah, now you can see. Before that clarity comes, there is this mental struggle in the near future. So some of you will be forced to face reality. It could be about a person, about a relationship, or about yourself. And it might not feel comfortable, but King of Swords energy can emotionally feel cold, because he's just speaking the truth irrespective of the emotions and everything. So yeah, a King of Swords can come across as this energy could come across as emotionally cold, but its purpose is truth, and it cuts through illusion through its swords. And Eight of Swords shows you have been mentally trapping yourself, replaying situations or imagining worst case scenario, overthinking, fearing outcomes. But I'll tell you, the cage door is open, if you see. So the restriction is mostly mental. So the near future energy shows that clarity arrives, but first comes the internal conflicts. And once the clarity is here, things start moving in a cleaner and more rational directions, I would say. And the bottom deck energy is the Knight of Wands. Why did I Knight of Swords? So bottom deck energy is Knight of Wands. Now this tells me a deeper story. I see that maybe the underlying energy in here is that many of you are recovering from betrayal or heartbreak or disappointment from the past. Ten of Swords, since I said Knight of Swords before as well, so I would say that the energy is kinda here, but I see that there is moment, passion, adventure, and life returning, because we have Knight of Wands in here. I would say that you have been hurt and you're overthinking about things, but it's not the end of the world and you're not done living. Alright, so some of you are meeting, I would say, someone new after a painful ending, or others are rediscovering your confidence after emotional exhaustion. So Although I would say that Knight of Wands in here, it brings attraction, chemistry, excitement, but it is also very impulsive. So I would say that for you, the lesson would be, you will move forward, no problem in that, but don't run blindly. Now these are the cards that I pulled from clarifying life situations, love and career reading oracle deck. So I asked for the guidance from the universe. So these are the two cards that fell, and this is the bottom deck energy. So this the very first card that fell is Soul Whispers. Look beyond the word and hear what is really being said now. Now this card tells me that someone around you may not express emotions clearly, or perhaps you aren't, or maybe it's you, I would say. So but I would say the energy does not lie. So do not go just by words. See what actions the other person is taking, or at least look at your own actions. And I think sometimes silence says more than whatever the promises are there. Or sometimes anger, it hides hurt. So what you're seeing, what is the title song? I'm getting the title song in my head again and again, like Wizards of the Waverly Place. Everything is not that it seems. Yesterday only I watched the entire season 2 of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. So the title track is everything is not what it seems. So this is what I'm trying to tell you in here. So listen beneath conversation, notice behavior patterns, and notice emotional reactions. Your intuition already knows the truth. The second card in here is getting advice. Seek guidance with an open heart, ready to learn and grow from the wisdom offered by others. Now this card is telling me that do not isolate yourself. If required, please seek guidance, talk to a trusted friend or a mentor, or even reflect deeply before acting. But advice works only when people when people put their ego aside. So be willing to learn something new about yourself. And as we know what, sometimes we tend to repeat patterns without even realizing that we have this pattern and this is harmful for us. So I would say that growth actually begins when we admit that we don't know everything, and we are willing to accept it, and we acknowledge it, and then we amend ourselves and take necessary action. Now the bottom deck energy in here was this. Let's take this card. So the bottom deck energy being frost of stillness. Embrace the frost of stillness, wherein the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. So this is very beautiful. Life is actually asking you, universe, life, spirit guides, whoever you believe in, they're asking you to pause. So not every moment needs action. And not every silence means rejection. Not every delay means denial. Stillness brings clarity. So when emotions freeze for a moment, the chaos settles and the truth becomes visible. So this is a reminder: do not rush decisions. Don't chase answers. Let clarity comes naturally. So overall, I think the message from this reading is that you're at the beginning of emotional new chapter, but fear of the past and also the mental exhaustion is there. Connection is definitely possible, but the honesty and cooperation is needed. Clarity is coming, all right, but it may first feel uncomfortable. Healing is happening, all right, even if you do not see it fully yet. And the universe is asking you to slow down, listen deeply, and make decisions from truth rather than fear. So if you have watched the reading till here and if this resonated with you, so I'll tell you that remember that not every path leads to pain, all right, and not every connection repeats the past mistake or repeat. Not every correction that you'll get into will repeat the heartbreak that you have gone through in the past, and not every pause that you take means that something is wrong. Sometimes life is simply preparing you for something better. All right. So again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. This was Cards and Clarity by Divya. Thank you for being here. I really enjoyed reading for you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.